Let's start tonight with some spoken word from Linden McKinley Stem Academy. Oh.
My name is Linden McKinley from Linden McKinley High School.
Show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework.
Hi, my name is Mahalia Barnes, and my poem is called A Timeless Crime. When I open my eyes, all I see is violence. I notice that crime will always be timeless, done by the mindless and spineless, the ones that can never show you an ounce of kindness. As I watch the news, it gives me the blues, because I see the ones that I know to be fools lose the chance to prove that they can use their beautiful minds too. But in this time, when you do the crime, it means the end before your life can begin. You spend 8 to 10 in an 8x10, and then you come out like all those men that have been in and out of the pen because they know nothing but to sin, which will only start this cycle again and again. It's like peace can't ever win. So in the end, it seems like crime will never end. So as I close my eyes, I can't see peace.
My name is Tanisha Morton, and my poem is called Let's Change. From being raised in this cold world for 18 years, let me share with you what I see. If you walk around to the corner store, you will see people high off of weed. All over a color, a word, or a certain name, you see people die. Walk into certain alleys behind a trash can and see prostitutes giving their precious bodies away. Walk into some of these schools to where I thought you were supposed to get taught English, math, science, social studies, PE, and maybe some art. But nope, we're getting taught on how to catch up on the latest fashion, getting caught up on the latest gossip, what corner or bathroom to go to if you want to get high. You even see kids get bullied because they don't have the latest fashion, the best hairdo, or the best social skills. In my home, I have a mother who has raised me to the best of her ability. I see her almost every day trying to make a change with the youth, maybe because that's just her personality. Mom, I want to help you make that change. I want to be able to walk to the corner store and see people high off of education, not weed. Walk in alleys and see it prostitutes free because now that women that gave their bodies away are now living their dreams. Walk into school and see it peaceful and drama and bully free. Yes, we may have been born into a cold world, but let's stand together and make it a loving world. A place where we cherish nice and loving memories, and a place where we raise our beautiful families. Let's make a change.
Hi, my name is Rihanna Dansby from Linden McKinley, and the name of my poem is called Justice. Have you ever wondered about the life outside of yours or other problems in the world you don't have to face? One day, just go outside, look around. I did, and this is what I saw. I saw a man smaller than a twig and clothes bigger than a pig digging out the trash because he had no cash, and he's still wondering where his next meal is coming from. I saw an old lady walk down the street with 3 fingers as her man beat her, asking for change to get to the shelter, and the agonizing pain in her face made me sad I couldn't help her. Don't look at me at no fool because this is true. As I continued to walk around, I saw a woman beat her baby all over some candy. In the terrified cry, the baby didn't faze her. I saw a little poster that read Coney 2012, help the invisible children. I stopped and asked myself, aren't we all invisible to the government? If we keep doing what we're doing, our future is going to be like the kids in South Africa, getting abducted, used for sex slaves, and given a gun to kill our parents, as if Coney came to the United States. The more I walked around, the more my heart hurt. I saw children walk around, face to the ground, no smile but only a frown. Paler than my white crayon, I feared if the wind blew, it might knock them down, so I smiled for them. I feared to sleep at night because all I hear is gunshots, as if my heart stopped. Wonder if that was my family or friend that just got shot. Can't even come together for a family reunion without there being a fight. I see the stress and the pain in my grandma's eyes, and I knew she wanted to cry. As the day goes on, it only gets worse. A man's mother was killed for $20. Now the man's on a rampage, adrenaline boiling like lava. As he takes a bottle of Singles Dry Gin to the neck, he takes a tray 5-7 to the boy's head. Now his mother's crying because her baby's dying. And for those who don't know, as you see, alcohol and rage don't mix, because if it did, he wouldn't have killed me. Now he's doing life, and while he was in there, a wise man said, we're only killing ourselves, and he returned to his lifeless pale cell, thinking about the crime. Now he has to commit to doing the time. I see old people sitting at the bus stop, young ladies walking around, showing everything in town, young men pants sagging, cursing. They don't realize them old people march for our freedom, and as you see, we still aren't free. But they don't care, they're still asking for a square. I see beautiful young ladies fighting, pulling each other's weave, fighting for God knows what. Anybody who shoots you in front of your mother and son and doesn't care about the heartbreaking pain you're leaving with the family. We blame it all on the white people, but it's us African Americans falling into the trap. No, God, I don't need no strap. I see the same women and men asking me for change for crack. They'll do anything for a hit. Makes my soul cry to see my race losing the battle against life. We ain't living, we just breathing. We think it's all fun and games until our life are ended. We all know about violence. We live it, we see it, we are violence. So there's no need to explain the pain. If we want a killer like Coney to run our world, we need to change. Get the guns from the hands of our children, the drugs from their systems, if we want our dying race to survive. I can only tell you how to change. This is what I live to see. I'm not gonna cry, I just wish I could close my eyes and imagine life peacefully.
Hi, my name is Chardonnay Gibson, and the piece that I will be reading today is called Mood Ring. Filled with pain and rage, a young lady who seems like she has no one to run to. It seems like when she's running on the everlasting road. She has family and friends that act like they care, but when she goes through something, they seem to disappear. They flee like roaches when the lights come on. She thinks she can't go on. Sitting in the dark all alone, feeling unimportant, she makes a mistake only to get a familiar scare. Bang, 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 it's dark. Where's the baby girl? Only to be at the better half. Crying softly, they turn their backs, but those tears are turning into bricks that's building a wall for her to hide behind. Nothing to do but wish it hadn't been 60 years ago that her grandma had that stroke, leaving her to carry her name. Her mom just don't understand how her daughter is hurting inside. The tone of the mother's voice breaks the young lady down. Tears starting to flow like a waterfall. Now getting older, she realizes her brother has been her protector the whole time, but too afraid to open up because her wall was still so tight. So she eluded, which only made her brother mad. So then she finishes her wall with her last brick, still having no talking skills, so all she knows is eluding. Now she feels surrounded by this wall she has built. She wants to come out. She wants to get the anger and sadness out, to be happy, a kid again, not a prisoner behind this wall she has built. The young lady has been through cuts and bruises, but it didn't take the pain away. It just made it easier to bear. The only person she could think about to remind her that everything will be all right is her grandmother, knowing that she was carrying her name.
Mr. Martin asked me, what did I want to tell the world? I said that I wanted to say no matter what you go through, you can overcome it. No matter what, you don't have to always lose. My name is Sierra Toon, and this is my story. My truth, my silent strength.
Perfection, it's all I ever felt. Everything was going better. I kept smiling to myself. I was in love, and he loved me back, but his eyes tend to wander, so I did everything to get it back. He took my hand and led me away to say those words I've been yearning for all day. I love you, and instantly I felt needed. This is what I wanted, but something inside me begged and pleaded. He won't hurt me. He loved me too much. But he hurt me before. How am I yearning for his touch? But as always, he took it too far, and I said no, and he dragged me by my arm. My screams were never heard, and my tears were never seen. My life was like a movie, and you can't see behind the screen. There was no love story to no happy ending. I never thought that my innocence would have to be taken away from me. I couldn't breathe. Numb was all I ever felt. This is what I wanted. I kept having to tell myself. That's what everybody said, but they don't know fake from real. It was all gossip. They didn't know those words can kill. Everyone turned their backs, and I was standing alone. But when they turned around, true colors were shown. I dreamt about it every night, how he was so controlling, and I could barely put up a fight. You could call it a nightmare, but it was real. I can't trust anyone. I can't help how I feel. My family said don't give up, no, don't give in.
But I kept saying, one day you'll finally win. You'll start smiling and it won't be a fake one. You'll better yourself and you won't hate him. I can't go back, the pain echoing in my head and the feeling of filth all in my bed. No one wants damaged goods, especially from a girl when everybody said she could. They say I could avoid it. I should have been acting so fast. It was just a result and the consequences couldn't last. But then it overwhelmed me, because I bathed in shame. I don't cry, I storm. You can call it people rain. The thunder, the lightning, the feeling of guilt. I don't even want to know how my parents really felt. I wanted to die, no reason to live. I ruined everything because I didn't give in. The thing that scares me the most is that I'll never even love, because guys are all the same, and I can't keep having to overcome. But it took me a while to realize life was greater than me. I had to live for my family, my parents, my sister that was mini me. I thought it was weak to go through something like that, but the weaker thing is losing yourself and never coming back. He changed my life, and it touched many lives. And even though I'm not perfect, I'm grateful to be alive. I began a new life, and it brought hardships to come, but I couldn't have sat there. I couldn't have been the victim.
Thank you so much, Linden McKinley Stem Academy. Let's give them all another big hand.